Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, the swamp, where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Boilermakers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stoneburner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators offense will take the field first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Dropping back, it's Tolzien. Working on the right. And it's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, surprised that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play.
Florida! First points of the day are on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Purdue's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Boilermakers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
So now it's second and long. Looking for room. It's Dallas. Made a defender miss. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Give to the running back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he got it, but that thing was spitting and sputtering by the time it found its way into the right corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Stoneburner. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to 35.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Tolzien. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but they forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside kid. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll go to the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UConn had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans in stores are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
There he goes. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Stoneburner. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The RPO, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
He's in open space downfield. Lowers those pads. He's up to 55 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Well, trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Dallas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They'll ride the hot hand. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. They'll run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Tries to punch it in on second and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. It's on target and complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. Shot down, marking down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Just drives in between the uprights. Now up by 4 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Illegal blocking.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a gap. It's Dallas. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a man on the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. It's Tolzien. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Takes the grab on the left. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He leaves it with his back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They're going to run it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Trying to surge it in. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to run it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
Man, I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and shorten the clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield, it's Tolzien. Shoots it to the left. All by himself. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, the ground game. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the single back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
That is just the kind of run you...
Jesus Christ. A 4-star versus a 0-star. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Shit.
You're trying to close out a game. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and he has busted to the century mark in this season opener. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
What with penalties and whatever y'all got these settings on, man, like y'all are fucking rules and shit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Tolzien. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
What?
Gator! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one pothole after another. They're trailing by 19 to Air Force. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is going nowhere from stop at the line of scrimmage.
Luckily, I'm trying to run new offense and he's in good team shit. So otherwise, I'd have put this bitch out already.
Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
I was better when I don't give a shit about what I do. So,
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Miranda. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fires it down the seam. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And the explosive play, they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on 2nd down. 2. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And here's the return. And the returner will be dragged down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quick release by the QB. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. A huge
I've
play
never
like
seen
that getting wiped
four
out by a
illegal blocking
penalty.
back
Is
in
there
one game.
anything that deflates a crowd quicker than that? A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Makes it past the marker. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Shakes off the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Maddox. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Using his feet to buy time. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
And here we go. Down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Last chance coming up. Here's a throw downfield late. And this will be caught at the 30. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take